All right, good afternoon, meteorologist Devin Lucy here. I know we're going to go over the last of Jennifer Hudson. I'm so sorry about that, but we do have a pretty serious situation setting up here in the New Orleans metro. Meteorologist Jim Sion running the radar behind the scenes. Flood advisory is in effect for us right now, but look at that big mass of storms that is right on through the heart of New Orleans here in the New Orleans metro, all the way from Orleans Parish, Jefferson, even over to St. Charles here too. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of, at least going over towards parts of Jefferson Parish here too. And we're looking, or that's St. Charles Parish rather, that we're talking about here. And we've got the indications that with the very heavy rain that is here and still falling, that the flood advisory until 5:45 might be upgraded here in a little bit as we continue to have this very heavy rainfall that will be just coming down right on top of the city. Tons of lightning coming in. We're getting reports of small hail coming in here too. Gretna and Tarrytown here. So this is a look from Doppler radar from the National Weather Service from this view. So let's just stop it here. You can see that we've had at least almost stationary movement. There's been slow creep kind of west now building to Lower Garden District, uptown. Let's take a look at the rain rates here, Jim, and show how heavy this rain has been coming down at times. So we're going to go with a couple of different products. It really gives us the best information. So within that deep purple, it looks to be now towards uptown and even towards around Gretna, Marrero, and over westward in Destrehan to Harahan. We're getting at least 7-inch, 6-inch per hour rain rates, but we got a different product too. Sometimes that runs a little bit high, and we can go to this other source and kind of we'll look at those two, and then we'll use those products in between. And with those, yeah, click on those big areas here, Jim, in between with those different products. If we go back there, yeah, right in the middle here, and we'll find a rain rate of there. That's most likely going to be 4 inch per hour. So this is more likely that we could have rain rates that are up to 4 inches per hour. Really, really fat raindrops coming down. West Bank here, Marrero, Tarrytown, or Gretna, Tarrytown, really, in Algiers. Uptown Garden District, it looks to be, and then farther west as you go to Earhart and Airline and out towards even Saints practice facility too. I'm sure that they're probably indoors with this right now and all the lightning. So let's go back to Doppler radar here, Jim, and just show what we've got on the wide view. That these clusters of storms are just centered right on New Orleans right now. Some storms extending west to the river parishes out St. Charles, St. John the Baptist looks to be as you head northward and hooking up with Laplace and Edgard too. We got one storm running into Lake Maurepas. But with those hefty storms right in play and right on top of us with a flood advisory right now until 5:45, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning west part of that storm that was up until 3, top of the hour. And a special weather statement is this bigger box too that had been issued for the New Orleans metro for gusty wind potential and even that chance that we could have a water spout, a weekend variety, just quick funnel, and maybe some gusty winds that could blow some trash cans over. We're not talking major destructive winds if you would have something spin up and touch down. Let's go to the rain totals, Jim, and let's go over to maybe even the past 6 and 12 hours. So we've upgraded those buttons. So we've got our dual polarization radar from the National Weather Service to give those totals that are pretty hefty. This is right in the beginning of the flood advisory that's been towards around lower 9th district here, over 2.5 inches of rain. Also coming in the Marigny Bywater area, got a cluster of rain here. You can see there's lower 9th. There's going to be Marigny Bywater, St. Roch neighborhood too. About 3/4 of an inch, not much as you go closer to the lake to Gentilly and UNO. Chalmette looking for about maybe just over a 1/2 inch of rain that's shown with these totals. This has come down pretty quick, just since even I was coming in here to WDSU this afternoon, about 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, starting up to about 1:30 up until now. So just over the past hour and a half, this has really been the big storm right over the city that's been coming down. And a lot of rain very quickly. So at least flood advisory right now. We're watching for the rest of the city. We're getting rain rates now picking up River Ridge, Harahan here, almost an inch that's coming down as we've seen that building farther west of that particular storm as well. Thanks for the rain totals here, Jim. That's a great indication showing lower 9th has got the worst of the rainfall right now with a heavy rain, and even toward Arabi, Bywater, and St. Roch, and even maybe Marigny, or Bywater, Marigny, and even getting over to parts of maybe the French Quarter too. Let's go to the radar once again. Let's go to reflectivity and maybe even our own WDSU first warning weather Doppler radar, because it looks to be that storm might be moving out from Chalmette here and might be moving a little bit west. So that gives us a really, really good picture here. If we could switch to our radar, Jim, the WDSU radar for you. And that's going to give us a really good indication too of where those are. Yeah, this is great because when you got storms that are right on the city, our radar out of Chalmette gives us a really clear picture and a really, really good inspection of that. So we'll zoom in here, Jim, and show you exactly where we got those storms. Dotted storms now starting to show up rest of the south shore outside of Houma here too. And you can see that storm was right over the radar, now expanding a little bit out beyond that. So as you head to maybe even English Turn, Belle Chase, you got some very hefty rain here. Marrero, that storm's coming to you as well. And those storms passed around now Kenner and right over the airport in Harahan. So that's the building procedure. You can see outflow boundaries here, miniature cold fronts coming out of the rain-cooled air now with that particular storm. So at least a flood advisory in effect right now for the New Orleans Metro. That'll go until 5:45. And we've got special weather statements, the last of a severe thunderstorm warning up until 3, but those will probably be discontinued after that, as this storm is probably starting to wind down just a little bit. New information coming in right at this time. We'll see if that's anything more to add into what we're tracking at this point. And for me, it looks to be this latest information that has just rolled in, and I'm hearing it in the corner of my eye, is that the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled going into St. Charles Parish. So we're with you through the rest of the afternoon. Meteorologist Jim Sine will see you with WDSU News at 4. I'll see you at 5 and 6. Just be really cautious here and careful with all that rain coming down. It could be a hydroplaning situation, especially on those expressways.